Hi, everybody. Happy New Year and a lot of other things. It's like I said in my last remote viewing, things are going to get crazy. Yeah. Hold on to your whatever you've got to hold on to. That's left, that's stable. Not so stable on the West Coast. I said in my last remote viewing, and that's pretty clear anyway, but um the fires, as I said, were like most of the fires in our country right now are directed energy weapons ignited, because the chemtrails have left our country very easily flammable. So, and I just saw some very extensive smart city plans for LA, which is no surprise to any of us, because that's what they're doing in these areas they're burning down as they're putting up smart cities. In the name of sustainability, they're killing everybody and anything in their way. But I also saw in that last remote viewing that there was going to be apocalyptic changes on the West Coast that weren't necessarily related to the cabal, the deep state, but they were going to be natural occurrences along the Ring of Fire. And a lot of us have been seeing that for a long time. But anyway, I got off to that, like horse out of the gate. My name is Jane Hatch, and I am a remote viewer. I'm a psychic. I'm a shamanic healer. In fact, I have extensive experience with shamanism. I think I was born a shamanism. I was born able to communicate with nature, and I've developed that through the teachings of other shamans and my personal experience with them healing me. Basically, they put me back together again after family court. I was shattered into probably 100 pieces. My soul was shattered across the universe, as it is for most women that go through family court. So they put me back together, and then I was trained by them. Shamans in Maine, in Massachusetts, Gloucester, and then Colorado. I had a shaman teacher. She taught me soul retrieval. And then, of course, Santa Fe, New Mexico, there's Sandra Ingerman. So, and I also did a master's degree on shamanism, which doesn't make me a shaman, but it makes me very educated about the subject and the history. So, and I am a survivor of the secret space program. I was a MyLab. I was abducted by the US military into experimentations, and child sex trafficking and much more, which I'm not going to get into here. And I'm a, gosh, the list keeps getting longer. I'm a targeted individual. And what am I forgetting, guys? I'm an herbalist. I'm a certified herbalist, and I guess I'll just stop there. Uh, so yes, things are hot and heavy on the planet right now. Apocalyptic, gonna use the word again. It's crazy. Since the inauguration and the day of the inauguration. So after this, which is completely a psychic remote viewing, which means I'm reading the energy fields of these situations, and my guides and God are giving me images and metaphor. You can't get a much truer reading than a psychic or remote, if the remote viewer is qualified, because you're actually seeing the energy field, which can't lie. The media can lie, people can lie, events can lie, everything's a stage. All the world is a stage right now, since the Nazis imported Operation Mockingbird in the 50s. All the media, basically the left and right, is kind of the same now. They're doing the work of the New World Order, which is divide and conquer. So on the right, if they're talking about weirdo lefties, and on the left, if they're talking about Nazi Trump supporters, you're all working for the New World Order, because that's exactly what they want. They want to divide and conquer, and they want to, excuse me, to hate each other. So I see my audio is working. I see my video is working. Those are all big advances for me. So I'm going to go, right now I'm going to do a remote viewing live. I'm going to in my last video of remote viewing, I think it was January 11th, I'm not sure. I said that it was way before the inauguration, that Trump was going to be temporary. He was not going to be on the world stage very long. He was going to exit. And I saw that in a metaphor where he was just sort of doing that dance we all see in the memes and whatever. And then bloop, he was gone. So that's how they tell me somebody is going to disappear unexpectedly. They do it, they've done it to try to help me with people in my life as well as, on the world stage. And it happens, believe me, and it's going to happen. He's not going to be, and I'm sorry if you're a Trump supporter, but I'm saying to the non-Trump supporters, it's not going to get better, if he leaves. In fact, if he leaves, it's probably going to get a lot worse. But he is, and I don't know if, I will check again today, but I'm quite positive that that image is one that I know very well that they give to me. So I don't know how long. I don't know if it's going to be 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, or a year. I don't know if he's going to die. They're going to fake his death. Maybe they'll tell me more today. And then I saw that Elon Musk was moving to the front of leadership, which is I mean, all of this is planned already on some in some regard. So, if Trump knows, he knows it's gonna he's going to be, it's going to be a fake death. If he doesn't know, then I'd be really surprised. But Elon Musk is going to move front and center, which is not an improvement. I mean, I'm not waving the Nazi flag about him like the rest of the left is. I don't really know what he is. There's enough Nazis already running the country that one more wouldn't make a huge difference. And when I say that, I don't even mean like necessarily Germans. I mean, they have infiltrated this country to such a degree that, the highest level in the military, especially the Navy and the Air Force, not so much the Marines, is being run by, joint chief of staffs and other high ranking officials that have been indoctrinated by the Nazis. So it's systemic in America. So like Musk doing that, whatever, I don't even want to do it because it'll probably be all over the internet, or no, because I'm so shadow banned. But it's just like, yeah, one more in a billion. So, or millions and millions, they're behind targeted individual, they're behind the SSP, they've taken over every major system in this country. So I don't know, maybe it'll be a wake-up call. But anyway, those are my personal opinions. I haven't gone into my psychic remote viewing mode, which I'm about to do. So I'm calling in my power animals, my loving and compassionate spirit guides. I want them to hold the sacred space for me. They also help me to separate from my thoughts because they raise my vibration. The good ETs, loving and compassionate. I don't say light because light is always, or can be easily misinterpreted, or like Luciferians think they're the light. So beings of light and love. And then even from my own, clearing my own energy field. It's kind of hard to go live because with remote viewing, because I have this big light in my face and window, and normally most anyone doing kind of remote viewing or shamanism, they kind of we want it a little bit dim, but What I'm just saying, asking my guides, what's next? What's coming now, soon? Okay, I see the West Coast again. There's just this rage, like I hate to say Mother Earth's filled with rage, but I get it. I'm feeling it. Like I have to control it because I'm a double Capricorn. I'm so connected to the Earth. I'm feeling like she's getting ready to let it rip. Um, and the as bad as that sound, it's better than whatever the deep state, the cabal, um, which is everyone in the political party. Nazism was bad the last 4 years with and before that with the injection, and the loss of um our ability to find housing and food, and so many people dying of the injection and being maimed, and you know they just carry on. They just pass the new world order baton. So it wasn't, if you think it's bad now, it was almost worse. I think it was worse the last 4 years. I'm not going to get into it, but there are some really good things that Trump seems to be doing and some really potentially bad ones. But I'm going to save that for my next video, which is I'm going to call Journal Vision, because I am a trained journalist. I have a degree in journalism. I was a newspaper reporter, and I'm going to intertwine that with psychic vision. So I'm calling it Journal Vision, which I don't think anybody is doing. So yeah, wow, real focus on the West Coast. That's going to be wow. I hope this is a metaphor, but okay, what about like Elon Musk? I can't, it's almost like he has veiled himself. I mean, it was not a good sign. It was all about billionaires and the military. Melania looked gorgeous, but she looked very militant. Um, Ivana, his daughter, that looked very Nazi. That's what SS female officers wore, is that green. I don't know about that hat. Did she had a little tiny Jewish looking thing? So what the hell is that whole outfit? I don't know, but it looked very SS. But anyway, it was a banquet of billionaires, and that's not good. What happened between Lincoln arriving in bare feet and ragged pants to receive his inauguration or whatever, to, like, I'm not going to use that term, but a something of billionaires just slapping each other on the back and praising each other and saying how wonderful it's going to be for the world. It's not. It's never a good thing, a gathering of billionaires. But anyway, try to stay into my psychic. Again, I keep saying galactic. There's going to be galactic interference in a good way. They've kind of had it. Mother Earth has had it. The galactics who've been watching us, trying to help us, they've had it too. Maybe there's enough of us that are awake that they can arrive, and they're not going to cause mayhem with the general public. Please, if there's mayhem, it should be at our political leaders, and the American military is probably the most evil organization on the planet. And I'm not talking about the soldiers. I'm talking about those at the very top. But nobody's talking about them. So a lot of the galactics, not all, I have experience with extremely evil galactics, the Dracos, they have monitored my life and made sure I lived in constant fucking trauma. And anytime I came out of trauma, they put me back in. In fact, they chipped me not that long ago around. Anyway, but there are really good galactic beings. And I keep seeing them arriving. I see Mother Earth reacting. Elon Musk. Who is Elon Musk? He's a galactic. He's from another planet. I mean, a lot of people are. They're just if they're cloaking themselves, or you don't notice. But we're living amongst hybrids and galactics. He looks kind of like a clone. He looked very weird dancing around, very awkward. I felt that was awkward. So, and the thing about Elon Musk, he knows, like he's been to Mars. People say he's from another planet, which I just saw was true. He knows, like there's millions of people already on the moon and Mars and other planets, and what a facade to jump around and act like we're finally gonna go. Like he knows, like we're there. I've heard some really, really bad things about Musk, worse than being a Nazi. He's a Satanist, according to testimony of some survivors of SSP, including Arkeem Ra, that they have seen him at satanic ritual, which involve ritual death of children. So if you think Nazi's bad, like he's a Satanist. So, but the people who call him Nazi won't even use the word Satanist for some reason. I don't know why, but they're just they're part of Mockingbird media. They're just doing what Rachel Maddow, she creeps me out so bad, tells them to do. But it's more of a potential that he's a Satanist. Maybe people could say, has he changed? Let me ask, has he changed? I don't even know if we're seeing the original Elon Musk that Arkeem Ra is talking about, or just some sort of clone of him. Because I don't see him as evil. I'm not seeing anything really evil. So it might be that the Musk that Arkeem Ra saw has been taken out, and we're seeing a clone that's doing what he's told to do. There's always been a mystery to me around Elon Musk. I only know that my guys are saying he's going to take over and Trump is going to probably die or be replaced somehow or sick or something, but he's not going to be on the stage long. Yes, Elon Musk, absolutely coming forward. That means the Google, the tech, the digital ID people, the AI people, which is really, really, really bad because generally that means the end of humanity, and in many ways, it means the end of political figures being approachable. It means more and more AI algorithms. It means more control. The billionaire, what are they called, Silicon Valley billionaires are all into the smart cities. It's top down, it's not bottom up. They could give a shit about the environment. They only care about what's going to make them more money and what's going to enslave us. So I feel like he is being controlled by higher ups, and I don't mean political, I mean off world. So the people that are really, really, really excited right now are Silicon Valley, and anybody attached to artificial intelligence, digital IDs, digital money. The report I saw, and I'm probably going to show it in my next video, that IDs are not just going to be in our smart meters and our phones and our smart refrigerators, but in our clothes, they're going to be monitoring every single, they're already doing that to targeted individuals. So it's like no big surprise. Like they monitor most of our vital organs, our heart, our dreams, our thoughts. My brain is on a computer, probably not my actual brain, but a DNA replica is being watched at Shriver's Air Force Base because I'm a targeted individual means I'm a threat to them somehow, mostly because I'm just alive and awake and I can't be brainwashed or mind controlled. And that's a threat. That's a real threat. So we were just sort of the first layer of experimentation they used us to experiment on for what they're going to do to society if they get their way. Yes, Elon gets bigger, Trump gets small, blip, gone. It certainly looks like to the east of the Mississippi is a little bit better than the west. I'm seeing they're splitting the country in half. I saw this decades ago that the country would be somehow split by the Mississippi River. And I'm not sure why, but it would be better to be, from my perspective, to the east. Coastal, that I don't know the state, maybe Ohio, like whatever is east of the Mississippi. The other side looks like too much new, military experimentation, Los Alamos labs, all the military, Area 50. It's just gross. It's gross. And then after that, you have the West Coast, which looks very, very vulnerable to destabilization, like major, like land of Lemuria, kind of Atlantis kind of destabilization. It'll be nice after that, if you're inland in LA. East Coast. I don't see as much like really definitive apocalyptic earth changes. I do see like a swirling and a reorganizing and maybe, yes, I see Maine, northern Maine, parts of Canada. Yeah, from about mid coast. Yay. Sorry, people who live there, but fuck, that place is bad. The underground military bases, anyway. Yeah, bad. See my video about what happened to me up there. I was almost abducted near one of the openings to the military base up there. And my book, The Land of Broken Crystals, talks a lot about what happened up there. But anyway, yes, I was not thinking of that, but I do see about mid-coast Maine up to Canada. I see Boston okay. Strangely, Cape Cod is okay. Parts of it, I would say, towards the Bourne Bridge more so. This is just a hard one for me to do because I have a daughter on the Cape, so I don't want to see it. I also have two daughters in California, so yeah. Yeah, division, country splitting, not politically, I mean the Mississippi River. Cataclysmic changes in California, some changes on the East Coast, Ring of Fire, but not as much. They're showing me a pyramid. I don't know why. And the stars. Oh man, what is this? A pyramid. Whoa. Beautiful pyramid. Okay. And yep. Okay. Galactic beings coming in through I don't know where this pyramid is, because this pyramid's everywhere. We only see the ones they want us to see. So there's a portal. There's a portal at a pyramid, and the galactics are coming in. I see all kinds of UFOs just coming to Earth. Yep, it's a portal near a pyramid. Okay, I do like it. Almost was above the East Coast somewhere, because that's where it's suddenly this pyramid, this beautiful pyramid, and this beautiful, beautiful sky appeared over the East Coast. So I'm feeling like it's there. Um so yeah, I don't know how long I've been on here, but I did leave my business account because I was getting all kinds of weird stuff. Snow, I didn't want to pay for it. So I think I have 20 minutes, which is why I'm going to do the remote view here. And then this was more like this was like a psychic reading as well as a remote view, because remote view is seeing kind of what's there now to a degree, whereas psychic reading, I'm kind of predicting what's going to happen. So it's like a psychic reading, remote viewing. Anyway, I'm going, is there anything else? Something to do with the sun. Okay, the sun's gonna come, gonna it's trying to help us too, sending all kinds of uh what is that? Sun beings, not sunbeams, sun beings. Sun The sun as an entity is going to help us raise our vibration, purify our planet. Um, so be aware of that if you can be out in the sun, which I don't do too much. I try to do like 10 or 20 minutes, which is strange for Santa Fe, but I just don't like to go out here anymore. It's just getting too weird. Um, so we have the sun, we have Mother Earth, we have the galactics. Everybody's going to help us. I say trying to protest right now is like protesting cancer. You know, what you have to do to get rid of cancer is raise your vibration. All of the cancers, whatever you want to call it, the cabal, the deep state, the American military, whatever you want to call it, it's about raising our vibration to love. And so I'm going through this huge cleansing now, like, which is really, really, really tough. But I know I too have to practice what I preach. So I'm trying to raise my vibration. I am going to be giving workshops. I'm going to be offering long distance healings and clearings. I will start to offer survivors of the Secret Space Program and MK Ultra fragment retrieval, soul retrieval. I've started, I've got most of my soul back from the aftercare trauma, meaning after I got out of SSP when I was about 7. I had probably hundreds of soul losses. So those are back, but now I'm going back to try to retrieve my soul parts, which were stolen by the SSP, and I'm hoping to do that for others. I'll leave my website below. I'm a Reiki master, so I'm going to do Reiki training, which I feel like is really, really, really helpful. And I'll explain why, maybe below. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. Lots of love. I am going to do another video today or tomorrow. I'm calling it Journal Vision. And it's a combination of my journalism experience and my experience as a visionary, a psychic, a remote viewer. I hope this all took. It's amazing. It seems like there's no more snow on, well, I mean pixelation when I say that. It seems like it's okay. I hope I've done everything right. But anyway, lots of love to everyone. And I will be doing another one soon. Please, please, I would like, it would be amazing if I had 1,000 subscribers. Like, I know that's nothing to most people, but Elizabeth Wallace and I are the most shadow banned, suppressed, repressed, censored. Yes, even on X. So that's not a free speech platform. Of any survivors I know, like everybody else is getting 1,005. I mean, maybe it's crappy videos, but I don't think so. I think they're really good. But anyway, please like, share, subscribe, comment to increase my algorithm. Thank you.